Mr. Consistent. He continues to dominate 25-7 and 17 in a win against Dame and the Trailblazers. And oh, by the way, without either Kyrie or KD. Co-host of the First Take, Her Take podcast, Chiney Ogwumike, is joining us right now. Where's my girl? There she is.
Hey,
that beautiful smile. Chiney, good to see you.
What's up?
Yes, I see you.
Nice to see you.
West Coast now, even though you're really Houston.
Can I have some of that tea?
No. I don't
Can I have
share
some of
my
that
tea.
tea, Stephen A?
I don't share my tea. I don't share my tea. I keep it to myself.
All right, we miss you in Cali, Stephen A. We do.
I'm
You
coming
too,
back.
Max.
I'm coming back.
Of course, Molly.
I'll be back in a week. I'll be there.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Okay, Bi-Coastal, settle down. Max, I'm starting with you. Oh, settle right down. The ego, I don't even know how you fit in that little box right now. Ain't no sunshine when I'm gone. I don't even want to know who or what you're talking about. Max, should Harden be a favorite for MVP? He's on one.
He is a favorite for sure. I think now that, look, in the beginning of the season, up until he got hurt, I thought Embiid was the MVP of the league. Then once Embiid went down, okay, it's got to be LeBron. Because those guys, LeBron hadn't missed any time, missed one game before the All-Star break, was carrying the team, no AD, the whole thing. Now with LeBron down, yeah, Harden's there with, I think my two other picks right now are Jokic and Damian Lillard. I think those three guys are all in the mix because LeBron's going to miss some significant time, and so is Embiid. Look, the argument against Harden originally for me, not to put him ahead of the other two guys I just mentioned, LeBron and Embiid, is because he missed time with his team, with the Nets, and his play in Houston, and then subsequent, like not benching, but kind of taking him out of the lineup in Houston means he couldn't be available, obviously, for the Nets and wasn't playing at a very high level in the beginning of the year anyway. But look at what happened to Houston since he left. They fall apart. And look what he's doing in Brooklyn, playing, I think, the best ball of his entire career, which is really saying something. He's carrying the team without KD. KD's barely been there, and yet the Nets are a powerhouse. And now he's doing it without Kyrie. So that beginning portion of the season he missed, which would put him behind LeBron and Embiid, now to me, you can throw that out because those guys are missing time. And given the fact what happened to the team he left and the team he went to, and given what he's had around him, it's a big three, which is really a lot of the time just a big one or at most a big two. I think it's Harden, Lillard, and Jokic. It's a three-horse race right now. Harden is right there.
See,
Wait.
Hold on, Molly. Molly, let me get him.
Let me get in here.
Let me get him.
Right,
Let me get him, because I know where you're going, Molly.
Definitive.
I know where you're going, Molly.
Yeah.
I know where you're going. I'm not going to just get on the vagueness of it all, him being all around the block, up the block, down the damn avenue, and everywhere else. I'm not going to even go there. Didn't we just have a discussion yesterday, Molly, when he was talking about Damian Lillard, and now you don't even mention him in your top three? I mean, what the hell?
I just did. I just did.
What did you say?
I said Lillard and Jokic and Harden.
You said Jokic.
He said Lillard.
All right.
Yeah, but that's not answering the question. I said, should James Harden...
My apologies, because I didn't hear Lillard.
Hold on. I said,
Lillard.
should James Harden be the MVP favorite? That's what I asked. Should James Harden... I didn't ask for your top three. I didn't ask for your candidates or who it was yesterday, Dame Lillard today. Is James Harden an MVP favorite? Only James I'm asking about.
Right now, if I have to pick a favorite, you're going to say, pick one, I'm going to say Harden, because in addition to everything else I said, he plays in a major media market and gets more attention. So if I had to say there's a tiebreaker, that's it. Harden's the favorite right now.
Major media market has nothing to do with the question of how you feel. She didn't ask you about Brooklyn and it being in the media capital of the world, New York City. Molly asked you how Max Kellerman feels. You. How do you feel? Should he be number one right now?
He shouldn't be number one if you're asking me how I feel. I would have Lillard a hair above him, and then Harden, and then Jokic. If I'm forced to put them in order, according not to what I think is going to happen, but my own opinion.
Right. I thought that on First Take, it was automatically assumed that we were asking your opinion. I apologize that we had to explain that to you. Max Kellerman, who's been on the show for 4.5 damn years. I'm sorry we had to explain that to you. Okay.
Favorite
anyway,
refers to odds.
be quiet. Here's the deal. Harden should be number one right now, considering the fact that LeBron is out, Embiid is out, okay? And because of that, I look at Harden right now because I had Harden in my top three. The bottom line is this. Damian Lillard should be in the argument. I get all of that because he's averaging 30 and he's been absolutely sensational. But they're 4.5 games worse, about 4 games worse. They're like the 6th seed in the Western Conference. Harden's a game out of the number 1 seed. He hasn't had Kevin Durant available to him for at least 20-plus games. The same could be said for Kyrie Irving, who's missed about 12 or 13. James Harden, and this is where James Harden and Damian Lillard are worthy of being brought up together in this one instance, Janae. The availability matters. The fact that James Harden goes out there night in and night out and has been doing it for years is something special to behold. See, when we talk about an MVP, I don't want to just look at numbers and I don't want to just look at heroics. I want to look at reliability. The fact that I can trust that no matter the circumstances or the conditions, you're going to show up to perform. And I don't think that James Harden gets nearly enough credit for that. The brother does not like to take time off. He shows up. And when you consider the numbers he's putting up, the leadership that he's provided, particularly from the point guard spot, I'm going to put Damian Lillard in the discussion, but I got James Harden at number 1 right now, considering the fact that both LeBron and Embiid are injured. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.